Hello guys, welcome back to online classes. Let's start. So today we're going to have a review because we have a checkpoint assessment. So I'm going to explain some of the topics that we have already seen and I want you to take notes if you have questions so we can discuss them and clarify them during class, okay? Good. So let's start. And we're going to start with this one. Simple present of be. How are the questions and sentences different? Are you from? Guatemala. How old is he? He is 37 old years old. Sorry. What is your sister's name? Her name is Lynn. Are you interested in travel? Yes, I am. Is he single? Yes, he is. Are they married? No, they're not. So, how are the sentences different? And the questions and the sentence. Well, when we have a question, we're going to change the order of the subject, right? And the verb to be. And sometimes we're using, in this case, we're using double H questions, which are information questions. And when we're making positive or negative sentences, we're going to use the normal order, which is subject and the verb to be. Sometimes we can also make sentences that make questions, sorry, to ask yes or no information. In this case, we are not using the double H words, but we're just using the verb to be. Yeah. So here we have some of the examples of how the subject and the verb be are changing place. Another topic that we touched on was simple present. In English, we use the simple present to talk about routines. I have English class every day at 10 a.m. We also use, in this case, we're noticing that 10 a.m. it's something that happens every day. It's a routine. Yes. We also use simple present to talk about things that are true. For example, the sun goes down at night. This means that this is something that is true. The sun goes down at night every day or every night. When we use he, she, it, we're going to change the verb. So instead of saying I go to school every day, we're going to say he goes to school every day. When we use negatives, we're going to use do to form it. If it's with I, you, we, they, we're going to say I don't like. But if you're using he, she, it, we're going to use doesn't. We can also make questions to talk about things we like or don't like. I play video games every day. Does he like to play video games every day? Or does he play video games every day? Sorry. So these are the uses of simple present. Something that is important. We use simple present to talk about routines and facts. With I, you, we, they, we don't change the verb. I like pizza. With he, she, it, we use verb and s. He likes pizza. With questions, we change the order of the subject and we use the auxiliary do. You like pizza. And with negatives, we use the auxiliary do not. For example, he doesn't like. Another topic that we also touched on was like. What like? We can use what like to ask about how is a person. What is the teacher like? The structure that we're going to using is what is, and then we're going to use a person, object, place, etc. like and a question mark. When answering, we can use pronoun, be, and adjective, and noun. Yeah? Here, what is the teacher like? We want to know information about the teacher. Here we can see the structure. What is, right? The food is the uh, the subject in the subject in this case, the person, and like, and then we have in Mexico, right? Now, when we answer, like I said before, we're going to use it, verb to be, and an adjective. It is delicious. Talking about adjectives, we also use another form of like with the adjective order. We also look what look like to ask about someone's look. What do you look like? Here we're asking about the way you look. Since we use simple present when using he, she, it, we change the auxiliary. What do you look like? What does he look like? We also use adjectives to answer. He is tall. Now, it's not necessary that we only use one adjective, we can use more than one. For example, he's tall and thin. Talking about adjectives, remember that adjectives have a specific order. For example, they, they have big new round black glasses, big size, age, and shape, and finally color. There are more, but in this case, we're going to work with these four. Okay? Now, I want you to look at this. Are verbs or adjectives being used? Do the adverbs go before or after that? And in this case, we're using adjectives, right? We have cold, and the adverbs are the ones that go before. One characteristic that adverbs have is that they usually finish in ly. Usually, because we have some like very, don't. Yeah, there you go. They go before the adjectives. And what they're doing is modifying the adjective. So yeah, I can say it's cold, and it's just cold. But if I say it's extremely cold, we're intensifying the adjective. Yeah. Now here we have another thing. Are verbs or adjectives being used? Do the quantifiers go before or after that? So here we have no. In this case, that is the verb, and the quantifiers goes after. So I can say it snows, and it's just like snow is coming down from the sky. But if I say a lot, I'm also modifying, in this case, the verb, right? And I'm saying that it's a big quantity. Or I could say it snows a little, and the quantity is gonna be small. Okay? Now, let's continue. Another topic that we also touched on was would like to. We use would like to let someone know that you will be interested in doing something. This can be physical, mental, or a verbal action. I would like to eat pizza today. In this case, we're saying that we want to eat pizza, but we're using a nicer way to say it. For example, I want to play video games. I would like to play video games. So we're being more polite. We can also use it in questions to ask politely if someone wants to do something. Would you like to stay tonight? We're asking if the person wants to stay tonight. The contraction form is the, right? I would like to finish early. I'd like to finish early. We can also make short answers with would. Would you like to study? Yes, I would. No, I wouldn't. Remember, the structure is would, like to, and verb. The verb has to be in base form. So if I say I would like to go in swimming, it's incorrect. We will have to say I would like to go swimming. Guys, please study for your checkpoint assessment. If you have questions, we can discuss them during class. Thank you for watching the video. I'll see you in class. Bye.